Right, we come to the fifth question on permutations, combinations, probability. And the question goes like this. Jack has 2 coins, Jill has 3. All 5 coins are spun simultaneously, and the player with most heads wins. First of all, what is the probability Jack wins? Then what is the probability Jill wins? And if there's a tied score, the game is repeated till a winner emerges. What is the probability that Jill is the ultimate winner? Now, I've listed the various ways the coins can fall just to save a bit of time. And it reads like this. Jill, 3 heads, probability 1/8, 2 heads, probability 3/8, 1 head, probability 3/8, and no heads, probability 1/8. And for Jack, probability of 2 heads is 1/4. The probability of 1 head is 1/2, and the probability of no heads is also 1/4. So, the probability that Jack wins, probability Jack wins, this can happen if he has 2 heads and Jill only has 1, which is 1/4 times 3/8, or if Jack has 2 heads and Jill has none, which is 1/4 times 1/8. But there's also another possibility that Jack has 1 head and Jill has none. So that would be 1/2 times 1/8. And that simplifies to 3/16. So that's the probability that Jack wins. Going through a similar procedure for Jill, we will find that, so this is part B, probability Jill wins will be probability that she has 3 heads and Jack has 2, which would be 1/32, plus the probability she has 3 heads and Jack has 1. That will come out to 1/16. The probability she has 3 heads and Jack has none will come out to 1/32. But furthermore, she might have 2 heads and Jack just 1. That will come out to 3/16. Or she has 2 heads and Jack has none, which comes out to 3/32. And lastly, she might have 1 head and Jack has none, and that comes to 3/32. And when you work all that out, it comes down to 1/2. Right, okay. So the last bit, part C, if the game is played over and over again, eventually you're going to get a winner, and the ratio of their probabilities was going to be 3/16 to 1/2. Okay, so probability of Jack to Jill will be 3/16 to 1/2, which is 3/8. So the probability that Jill wins long term Jill wins long term, so eventually will equal, there's 11 parts to that ratio, and 8 of them are in favour of Jill, so that would be 8/3 plus 8, which is 8/11. And that's our final answer.